Villa win this game, they could go all the way up to 5th. So game with a lot of incentive for them. Nottingham Forest win this one, and they could be 1 point behind Arsenal.
For Villa to win, they need to score first. Nottingham Forest have couched a certain tactical image for themselves. Is that they will sit back, counter, and get a goal. When they are the team to score first, what they will then do to you is to suck you in and then go and punish you. Look at all the games they've won. We saw them do that at Liverpool. They did the same thing at Old Trafford. They did the same thing to United again. So in the big games, to get them to lose the game, you need to score first against Nottingham Forest. Villa themselves are playing some good stuff of late. They are free flowing, but they have to be very, very careful. They are also the team that tend to play freely, but they tend to give a lot of chances to away. If you look at the game they play against Brighton in midweek, yes, they won that game by 3-0, but Brighton themselves were a bit wasteful. If they were very clinical, the story would have been very different. So it's a Nuno Espirito has got players who understand his system, and he's playing to their strength. You watch the way he played against United. The moment they scored that goal, every substitution he made was to get them to be more and more defensive and more compact. That is what, if you are Unai Emery, you need to avoid. You need to stop that from happening. You need to force Nuno to do the things that he doesn't want to do or he's not comfortable doing as a coach. As a coach, he is very, very comfortable when his team is that compact and solid in midfield and defensively. So when they have to abandon their strength and go to do things that will expose them, then you can go and... We saw them lose heavily. Was it to... is it Bournemouth?
It was Bournemouth, yeah.
We saw them lose.
Forest.
Yes.
Yes, the Bournemouth.
You understand?
I think 3-0.
Yeah.
4-0.
Bournemouth scored first. And the moment Bournemouth scored
Even
first,
they're like 5-0.
they had to do the things that they are not used to doing. So it's about Unai Emery seeing the fact that they will be the home team. It is on their tail. They need, as all, Nottingham Forest, if you look at their games left, you think they will definitely make the Champions League. It will be a miracle from the way they've played.
And it will be a big letdown for themselves.
Yeah, to throw away such a huge advantage that they've got. So yes, they will stay. It will still not change their position in the league if they were to lose. But if Villa were to win, then clearly they are putting themselves in the mix for Champions League football. They are in the quarterfinals of the Champions League already, and they want to go back because they are enjoying it, or they've enjoyed the campaign so far. So why not? Let's go do it again. Because we've got a manager who knows how to play this sort of competition. So let's go. So I think I will fancy Villa
to win this,
provided they score.
It's a cagey game. So talk to me about Brentford Chelsea. Now Chelsea, once upon a time, looked like they would contend for a title or at least be sure money for a top 4 spot.
We are not in a title race.
Now they are fighting for their lives to remain in the top 4 because everybody behind them is literally chasing 47, 48, 50, 51, 52. That's what it looks like from 4th up until 8th.
Chelsea, now I believe nearly everyone is back, right? There's
not everyone. No, everyone.
Lavia is not back.
Was Lavia?
Lavia
He's barely played safe.
We'll talk about that whole matter.
Fair enough. Lavia has not really been around, but okay. So Lavia is not around.
Scam.
So more or less
the key players who started the season.
So more or less everyone is back.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm thinking that Chelsea can look a bit better, a bit decent.
Wesley Fofana too is not back.
Okay, he's
another player who's also he's never been around.
He's not around a lot, but okay. So basically, aside from the guys who are nearly always hit, the team is there.
Yep.
Just so for me, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I don't like Chelsea's backline. I think the whole Robert Sanchez.
And look at the fixtures to finish the season. So
thank you. Go through that.
It's Brentford at home. They play Ipswich. They play Fulham. Everton, Liverpool, Newcastle, United, and Forest to finish.
That's a very
Liverpool. So listen to this. Everton. So even the Fulham game is tricky.
Yeah,
Fulham, Everton, Liverpool, Newcastle, United, and Forest. That is as difficult as the end of the season.
They'll be lucky to get 9 points from those games. Seriously. seriously, they'll be lucky to get 9 points. And the worst part is a lot of those teams are also thinking about Europe, because even Fulham have an outside chance
of making it to at least a conference league.
Yeah,
or
so
something. Yep.
that's a very tough run of games. And I'm looking at them now, the way the back line is shaky. Robert Sanchez back at number 1 now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's back.
He's been
Yeah,
close for the
yeah,
last two games.
But you see, that's the problem. The fact that in the middle of the season, the coach is not sure that someone is
It's
number
not
1.
even in the middle of the season. No, I think it was just some
like
recently.
a month
Just
ago.
recently.
But you get what my point is.
When he
you
said he's
can't-
not now, he's not.
You can't
he's not
start
the
a
best.
season. You give a guy 20 games, then
Yeah.
you just get up and decide that this guy is not good enough.
Yeah.
Let's bring someone else. That's the fact that they loaned Chaloba out, brought him back. Everything about that backline does not inspire confidence. And you look at Brentford. You don't know what you get with Brentford in the sense that they are a solid team. So with Mbuemo, Johan Wissa, and even Kevin Shade, he's playing a lot better now.
Yeah.
They have dangerous players. Damsgaard is looking a bit more like the player we saw at Euro
Yeah.
2020.
Top 3 in assists this season.
Exactly. So there's some decent attacking players there for sure. So it makes you wonder that, look, if Brentford have a good game, and Brentford they have their style, they are solid, they try and hit you on the counter. And Chelsea are so slow, they are ponderous the way they play. It's just not a good matchup for them.
Let me throw a question to Chelsea fans out there. Guys, do you guys want to continue with Enzo Maresca next season? I mean, sacking Poch, bringing Maresca in. Have you been happy with what you've seen enough to say he's the guy to take us to next season? I just want to know what Chelsea
and
fans think.
just to finish on Chelsea, I think it seems like either Cole Palmer is tired, he's out of form, or teams have figured him out, because this calendar year 2025,
The dip has been too long.
I think he has 1 goal and 2 assists or something like
Yeah.
that in
For
20.
In fact, he
Palmer.
scored all
Yeah.
his goals and his assists in
His
the
recent
first quarter
assist
of the season,
That's
and then
what
he
I
went
mean.
to bed.
In 2025,
Yeah.
the calendar year, you have like maybe let's say even 2 goals, 2 assists. That's what Bruno Fernandes has in his last 2 matches, last 3 matches. Sorry. So when I think about it like that, nothing about this Chelsea team inspires confidence. Then we don't know how sharp Nicolas Jackson is going to be. We've seen Jadon Sancho; he's not doing anything. So I just don't like the way this Chelsea team is set up. And then when I look at the tough games they have and the way they are playing, I don't think we should consider them for the top 4.
This game at least, prediction for this one.
They are playing Brentford.
Brentford at home. Brentford at home in this one.
Brentford at home.
Yep.
That's a difficult game for them. I think this looks like a draw.
Draw.
But I would say Chelsea are still slight favourites, or because they have the better players for sure. And the thing, sometimes Brentford are very flat, but I don't expect this to be an easy game for Chelsea. I'll be surprised if they walk out with a 2-0, 3-0.
Chelsea
I'll
haven't
be
had
very
any easy games.
I'll be very surprised.
Yeah.